What's up? Coming to you live from the shed. How we doing? How's it going? Got a new setup. I moved everything around a little bit. Um, kind of just chilling, big chilling right now. I took a break from stand up. Didn't do any again. Last week I was out of town. This week I'm just still relaxing. Gonna go hit it again next Monday. Probably gonna try to hit up another spot this week. Probably do something tomorrow. We'll see. But I was taking a little break, just kind of letting everything kind of fall to the hips and then to the sides and then pick up what I can. Been having a good time though. We were in San Diego last week for a vacation, so that was fun. Had a good time. My son enjoyed the beach. He liked boogie boarding. Uh, got to teach him that for the first time. That was fun. Kind of just naturally gravitated to it. But hello, how's everybody doing today? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing tonight? Just having a show. Usually, I switched it up. I moved my energy around, my feng shui, so to speak. So now we got more of the DVDs in the back and view skew. But also, just right above yonder. Oh yeah, this thing got cool. This thing got nerded out real fast. Took a little bit of time, but when I got there, I got there. So trying to do it like this, but it was all like. But it's cool though. You got Freddy Krueger, like I guess life accomplishment, Monster Squad with 8 signatures, Transformers with 9 signatures, and then the Critters with about I think it's 9 signatures, and then we got the Clerks, and I got the photo with Optimus Prime and Megatron there. Should throw my dog to click on this. Sorry, big dog. Man, sorry, man. Been a minute, dude. I need to reset. All that streaming got me exhausted, dude. Plus, we were streaming, and I've been learning how to podcast, and that was exhausting me. Plus, trying to apply for the work. So, but actually, I stumbled upon something that I already paid for, and I figured out how to get my my resume out easier and get my portfolio out. So it's a lot easier now for me to do it. So I'm not tripping too much, but I am in time. I took some time off. Totally unwinded. Went to the beach. Went to the San Diego Comic-Con Museum, which is really lovely. Just kind of chilled out in California for a couple of days. Well, we're there for a minute, but it was fun. Just getting away from the heat and going to the beach for another type of heat. I actually got sunburned really bad. Look at that. That was a bad sunburn. My face melted off. So my face is like lighter than my arms and even lighter to this because my face fell off. My face off. It's like looking in the mirror, but not. Good old face off quote. Hey JR, Drop Dead. Sorry, I'm watching Drop Dead Fred right now. I love this movie. I used to watch it all the time as a kid, and I haven't seen it in a long time. And now I'm watching it as an adult, and it just clicks. But man, the damn English Bobby from Freddy Got Fingered, that put me down a rabbit hole in my life. That man, I'm happy we did the streaming because in retrospect, as I look back and everything I did to do the streaming, I was gonna try to do 45 days. I got burnt out, man. I needed to just unplug. But it was fun, like trying to figure out. We're still getting the store going. I got the URL. I've purchased everything. It's just not going live. So I got it through Weebly and Square, and they don't have a number you can call. I do email, and I'm emailing, but the links work, but it's just not go. I don't know. Well, I dropped it because I was like, we'll pick it up when we need to. Because right now we got some other stuff we're finishing up, and I figured out a new plan of attack on how to attack certain things, certain projects, and how to get things moving. Plus, I needed my hour back. I needed my hour, the streaming in the morning. I needed it back, and I started work early just so I can get out earlier. It's kind of weird. I started to go to work earlier to get done earlier, but now I'm just getting done at the same time. But I don't know. I just whatever. I got a little idea book I have doing. I'm doing so what I'm doing with this is I got a short that I'm working on, and I'm going to only use the amount of index cards I need for the script because since we've been doing we got a lot of stuff to talk about. since we've been doing the Wait This Didn't Kill Me podcast with Ty Gwynn, who is right now on a reality TV show right now. It's called Fish Tank. I don't know if anybody's aware of this thing. It's called Ty's on that. I've been following him on Fish Tank. Maybe I could bring us in and we could kind of see what he's up to. But yeah, I got hooked on. I've been watching Fish Tank because Ty's on it, and he was wearing the Crypt Keeper Dick shirt. I made that. I created it. It'll be in the store for sale. But he was wearing it, and he's wearing his Ty Gwynn apparel. And this actually, if you look at my expertise, like maybe I don't know, that's kind of weird. I don't want to. If you look at my expertise, I'm already at level 13, so I've been watching for a minute. But Ty's doing some kind of like Dungeons and Dragons, Magic, User X experience thing right now going on. Let me see if I can just show you a little glimpse. I don't want to get kicked off, but he's actually doing something really cool. It's called Fish Tank Live. There he is. Boom. I don't know how much of my screen you can see. I can see my whole screen. So yeah, I see I'm getting my experience points going up. This is something cool. So I'm bringing this up because this is very user friendly, and it's something I studied in college was user experience, and now I'm starting to see it, like my brain putting the sides together and how they're doing it. And Ty's right dab in the middle of it, so I'm definitely gonna interview him all this. I'm gonna quiz him on this. I mean, I've been watching, I've been keeping up. I'm not 100% up to date what's going on, but I know that it is a survival story, and it's real. It's like Big Brother meets like Magic meets, I don't know, like it's his Big Brother. It's pretty cool. But I did purchase to purchase these things called fish toys. You can send Ty stuff. We can only send him cigarettes. I don't want to just send him a cigarette right now. But we'll see if he should be done. He'll be done by the end of the week. So if it gets to like Wednesday or Thursday, I can only give him cigarettes, and I'm gonna have to buy him a bunch of cigarettes because I have some credits in here I got to use. But this is really cool thing he's got going on right now. It's just I mean, there's like 100. How many people are watching? 143,682 season viewers, but right now on the live stream there's 6,441. That's a lot. It's insane. But yeah, it's a cool thing they're doing. I mean, he's getting paid for it too, so I think it's awesome that like he's out there doing things. He's really showed me a lot. All right, hold on. Let me fix this lighting here. I didn't realize it was this bright. My eyes, I can't look too much into the. All right, here you go. Sorry, I was looking too much. All right, Jer. We know this about me. I don't do politics at all. Wow, bro. Did you hear the Joe Biden meltdown on debate last week? No, I didn't. Seriously, I mean, what are they doing, old man? I don't know, but I don't watch politics, but I do pay attention to the memes. I keep seeing a Weekend at Bernie meme, and it's like Joe Biden and I don't know. I guess the Jonathan Silver and the Andrew McCarthy characters are played by either like Kamala Harris or Barack Obama. It's funny. It's hilarious, but I don't pay attention to that. I don't really. Joe, you know this. I don't. I live in the fantasy, but I'm also in reality. So my hybrid mind always keeps me one foot in and one foot out, but I'm always in the middle. But no, I don't do politics, man. Just too much fighting. If I were to talk shit right now, I'd probably get a lot of like viewers and stuff like that. But I'm not here to do that. That's not in me. I mean, I know the election's in November, I think. So we'll see. It's gonna start ramping up. The memes, the gifs, the stuff. He said he defeated Medicare. I would talk about this if we did it in a movie topic form. If we did he defeat? I thought he was Medicare. He said he defeated Medicare. Oh man, the Weekend Bernie memes are funny though. Or like somebody will refer to politics as like, oh, the Weekend at Bernie show. When people do that a lot, to me, I just kind of like I can't put a blind eye to it. But if people are gonna ignore and not pay attention or pretend that things aren't happening, then whatever. But yeah, so even like that, I think even watching Fish Tank, people were putting Trump 2024, like you can purchase like little things where you can talk to people. You can like they could do like shout outs in there. Like if we wanted to, we could do like Taiguin for president, whatever. But I think people were bringing they're hammering down that during that debate, because I remember it was just like I was listening. I mean, I was listening to the things that was just Trump 2024. Just fuck Biden, fuck Biden. I was like, we'll see. We'll see where this future goes. I don't know. I had a good week. I had a good last week, and then reality kicked in, and yeah, dude, my job does exhaust me. So I was happy though today. I applied for I think 11 jobs. I'm hitting it hard. Worked on a lot of the stuff I got to do. Let me show you what I've been up to. Sorry, I don't do politics, so I'm not the guy for that. I'm really not the guy. If you want to make jokes about it, we can, but I don't care. I don't know. No me importa. No, I don't really give a shit. Let's see real quick. Let's see. I think I upgraded on the fish tank. Oh, I'm about to upgrade. All right, let's see real quick. Where is it at? I just saw it right here. Oh, never mind. Let's see real quick. Hold on. What did I do? Oh, it's right here. Then it's right here. And then it's right there. Here we go. Let that set up. I think so. This is where I'm going to start growing. So what we were doing last time with the streaming, it was just kind of like, cry for help kind of thing. Oh, damn it. I messed up. Sorry. Kind of help me out. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. Here we go. There's the thing. All right. Check this out. Working on my little resume here. There it is. Look at that. It's me. So I fixed my resume. I did it on Canva. It's like I've been paying for that for a minute. I'm learning. I'm taking my background in graphic design and then just kind of applying it to this software because it's meant to do that super easy. But also there's templates and stuff. But hello, I'm CJ Robles. I'm a filmmaker, podcaster, streamer, and dreamer. Let's work together. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I am an actor turned writer turned filmmaker since my youth. In most recent years, I've gained experience in motion graphics animation, graphic design, podcasting, and live streaming. I enjoy the world of multimedia, so I'm finding out what I do. Now, this is kind of cool because this is kind of like what I'm doing right now, right? So what I do, Fallout Theater, stage text, stand-up, improv actor, host of Electronico Fantastico, which we do have a show this month. February 27th, 7 p.m. at Fallout Theater. We're going to do Electronico Fantastico 3. We have comedians Holly Hart and Clay Medina. So we're going to have a good time. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a gay old time because we got Pride every year, every month. And it says, Wait, That Didn't Kill Me podcast, interviews, 3 mic setup. It's about taking a risk. And then I have My Manic Mondayz, where movies and mental health meet, interactive vlog, talk show, and current projects. So this is what I thought was pretty cool was I got to actually put, so if you want to see what movies I'm in right now, Critters is about to come out. Desert Fiends doesn't come out, but I know the Legend of Chupacabra is on Tubi. So if you go to Tubi and you put in the Legend of Chupacabra, I'm in that movie for about 8 seconds. But Sam Pierce is the lead in that movie. I work with Sam down at the theater, so give Sam a shout out, give him some props. It's a Rob Mabry film, and I was supposed to set it up for screening up this summer, but we'll see if we get it probably sometime in August. We'll screen the movie and we'll do a Q&A with Rob or something. And I want to do it. I let it fall to the side a little bit. I was doing too many things at once. Vacation hit. I just kind of let everything stop. Now I'm coming back around and picking up what I can. Yeah, I was taking on way too many. Even when I was saying no, I was still taking on too many things. I would watch movies all day if I didn't have to make them. Director CJ Robles. What do you think about that one? Just kind of siesta in. Here's my background: Austin Community College, Texas State, Southwest Texas Junior College. Since 2001, 2004, I was in high school, so you can contact me right here. It's kind of cool that we can do this these days. Like, so all that stress I was like messing myself up about over like what am I gonna do? What to put? So now I'm found it because on my website it's very clunky because I'm doing it myself. I'm literally putting everything in, so I'm learning what I know and where it's going. Everything was fast, so trying to keep up with it. But at the same time, like it's like a store. My website's a store. So the store I have is not set up for store. It's set up as a portfolio, and my portfolio is set up as a store. So I need to switch that around somehow. And I have this other software that pays for, so I was like, might as well use it. But yeah, I've been real relaxed, real chill. I just thought it was funny that my face peeled off. I know a little piece right now just got off my nose. I just went like that, and a piece of my nose just kind of came out. But it really kept me. I don't know. Just I always had an idea for like something like that, and I've been thinking about some kind of a crazy idea or something to do, effects wise, like maybe like a minute short effects. I'm part of the what's it called, the Midnight Garage Video Watch Party, and that's we're down the Fallout Theater. We it's a I'd say MTV style liquid television, MTV liquid television style show programming, and we have our show coming up next week. Actually, this weekend, July 6th is going to be at the 1155 at Fall Theater. So I got to watch a lot of independent movies, a lot of shorts, and just working with time and interviewing filmmakers and actors and comedians and rappers. And the more I sit there and I listen to them, and the more I just see them, I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I can go. And I just hear their stories. I hear how they get started. I saw John Valley's movie, Pizzagate. Freaking loved it. Got to tell him about that. I want to talk about that movie. That movie's really good. It was made it here in Austin. Good acting. God, the acting's amazing. You know, where am I as a filmmaker? You know, I put that everywhere, and it's like, well, yeah, I'm moving. I'm getting other things. I have to learn where we're gonna put all this stuff. I learned how to take care of that, and it's always about mental health, because a lot of this stuff I do, it's like it beats me up. So I like to unwind. I don't want to stress or look beat up, or I don't. It happens naturally, so I don't want to do it all. I don't want to do it all the time, and I don't want to feel like I have to put on like a wardrobe to put a show. I just want to come in here and talk and hang out. I got my Patreon up and running for that, so we can do more CJS things that I can just kind of figure things out. Because I also feel like I was hurting myself for applying for jobs within my own company when I put my shows on there on my resume. So I'm feeling they can see that and see what I'm doing, and they're like, "Oh, fuck this guy." So I think for the most part, yeah, I'm gonna work on that. Patreon will be definitely like behind the scenes stuff, or just interacting with me more. I have this show going, so you can talk to me 1 hour a week. It'd be easy to get a hold of me, but it's not like I'm doing a whole lot of things. But I got things planned. So I was doing it like that. So I always made sure I was always doing something. But also, like, I don't know. I've been hanging out with my kid. Like, it's been fun. I love hanging out with my son. He's little. And it's also like he's getting older, man. He's getting smelly. He's getting, oh God, he smells. And then he's just a bigger kid now. He went through like a growth spurt, so he got taller. And as I'm seeing him, I'm looking at him like, oh man, Milo's just getting big. You know, he's just growing up. He's getting taller, and that's just life, right? But I'm enjoying it while I can. But he's already like, he's having a good time. So I was looking at some photos today, and I was like, I wrote a quote because I went to San Diego Zoo on last week. What like a Monday or Tuesday? I forgot what day we went. But when I was at the zoo, we I don't know, just the way my son knows a lot about the animals, and the even when we went to a safari too, and like people were very impressed with him, or the people, the volunteers, or the people that were people that were doing that were hanging out there, that, you know, he was they're asking questions, he was getting them right. I got a few of them right too. We got to see a duck-billed platypus, which is only two outside of Australia, so that was a big deal. They didn't have the pandas, which was a big deal for my son. We basically went out there to see them. But when I was out there, I started seeing how the animals were acting with each other, reacting with like the people, and I really did enjoy like thinking about I don't know, just thinking about myself and thinking about being there with the kiddo and the fam, and just seeing how he interacts with everything. And I don't know, I was just thinking about like when we leave. This is where I got it, because we were walking, and just being the dad that I am with the dad jokes and being a smartass. There's a part where we came around the side of the zoo, and you can see the city, because it's in downtown San Diego. San Diego Zoo is beautiful. It's like San Diego's a tourist. Like, that place is like expensive, but so is Austin. So it's like you just got a beach and the zoo over there. We got bars and retail stores. But JK. But what do you call it? I look and I said, my son goes, "What's that over there?" And I go, "Oh, that's a species over there that we got. So the craziest one, it's the worst one. It's the human species. So we got to be careful with that one. That one lies." And he started laughing, and I started laughing. I was like, you know what? Life it's like a zoo. It's like reverse. We're a zoo, but just because we're in the same part of the zoo doesn't mean I have to act like you. So this is where I kind of came up with the quote for this evening. Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube. The store is gonna be on YouTube. The website, you'll be able to access. The behind the scenes stuff is gonna be on Patreon. But like the show itself with the edits will be on there. So just to keep it cleaner, I have so much. You can tell I have so much stuff. I don't want to just put it out there. But also too, man, I can hook you up. So Jared, you're like member number one. So I got you, bro. But yeah, but that's just more for like things like where I'm not. I feel also the censorship and the self editing. I already that's what I'm saying. Like I self edit pretty well, especially from where I'm from and the way I was raised and all the PTSD I got in me, all that stuff. Like I still feel they want to hit us, find any excuse to like knock us down on other platforms and just be able to. I don't know, try to control you. They want it's about control. It's weird because you meet these people and you see them in real life and you're just like, really, you? Okay. You're gonna tell people yes, no. You're in a mood, whatever mood. It's crazy game we're playing now. So even like that, I would prefer just to. I could be myself 100% on that. Here I can. Like I said, I was being 100% trying to figure out how to get a new job, and then like I think my current job stumbled upon it or something, or maybe not. Maybe it's just I'm not meant for this job. But I didn't want it to be like a cry for help or complaining. But it can turn into to be that a little bit. But I want to be able to self-express as much as I can on here because that's I am who I am here, and I don't want it. Like I don't like it when you meet someone in real life and they're super nice and genuine, but then like they're really not like that. I don't want to be like I'm super nice, genuine, but I don't also want you to think that I'm like like I'm simple or I'm easy to talk to like a attack or something. Like I don't want to be like oh he's aggressive or he comes at you that. But what was that? But I do want to like protect myself, so I think I have more fun with Patreon too. I've been slowly. I've also been waiting because right before I took off to San Diego, I was gonna start Patreon, but then you have to pay to be on it. So it's like I get it, I get it. You got to use Vimeo, and Vimeo is not free. And I already use Oh, well, we'll find out. We'll find out. Wonder what though. Like I'm not. I'm talking about like dropping f bombs and hanging out and maybe doing a little those little chiba here, chiba puff, but nothing like nothing bad. I'm not gonna pull out the. I just want to show the behind the scenes, a lot of stuff I'm doing, because I do have a lot of time to do for that because I'm starting to spend more time sitting here. And as we know, when you do something for 21 days, that was the main thing, was just to stream for 21 days. And I just want to show you that you can do things, show up every day, do it 21 days. So now I have another approach I'm doing. I'm gonna do another one with YouTube on that, on try to just figure out how to do videos like that. But also, like, I mean, it's all censorship. It's just weird. Like, I look at it as like a mall, and you walk into a mall, and you see a shop. Like, where the hell do you go in where the shop's like, I don't like the way you said something, get the hell out. And then the mall comes in and says, yeah, you know what? Get the hell out. And it's just like I don't understand. Yeah, but a lot of stuff I see with YouTube, I don't have enough members and stuff. I don't want to. Nah, I don't like that stuff. I don't really want people to like this is like my kids' friends can find this stuff on YouTube. Patreon it might be my kid's friend, but I'm gonna use your parents' credit card, so at least there's a step there before you can go. I don't know, man. We'll see. I want to go that route though. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I know quite a few people that are on Patreon, and it works better for them than YouTube and other stuff. So I have built without me knowing. I know I went and got everything, but I literally have everything for streaming, for podcasting, for filmmaking. So I just need to do videos and do that. I know I've did a lot of things I didn't want to do, and without knowing, I got life experience. But I could use it. I have good real world material to work with. But a lot of this stuff here, like I'm set up for this. Like I can do this really easy. I just been enjoying it. But I look at my kid now, and I look at the videos that I have on my phone, and he's no baby no more. He's already getting up there, and I don't want to hinder him and make him feel like he's a child. And because I remember being in 5th grade and still having like action figures and toys, and there's a specific moment I remember when I stopped not believing, just stopped. I put them to the side, and I was like, oh shit. because everybody was already talking about girls, and I was like, I don't care, man, because we're in 6th grade. It was like going to 5th grade, going to 6th grade, and I was like, okay, like, oh great, June Boogie here. I was like, you know what, like, we never could get girls anyways, like boyfriend. I never could get a everybody wanted to be a boyfriend girlfriend. I could never get one, so I was like, whatever. And then when everybody started talking about girls and work alone, and then they're making fun of me and stuff, I was kind of like, I don't care. Like, we're like 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade trying to get laid. That shit's funny. Like, I don't know. I wasn't big on me, so I was the other opposite. So what I'm trying to say is, I forgot where I was going with this, but basically what I was trying to say is that yeah, I want to go this route. Kind of want to check it out. I want to see what we're doing. Sorry, this damn bug was driving around and got me crazy. But anyway, check it out. I picked myself for the quote, so I don't have to be part of the zoo. I can just exist. And yes, that's the same guy. That photo on top is like 2 years old, 3 years old. And the photo on bottom is like 2013, 2012. Yeah, good old days. But yeah, like I got some pretty good quotes I like to talk about. But that's what I was saying. I saw my son, like, the zoo is like, you know, just because we're all in the same part of it doesn't mean I don't know, we're all monkeys. We don't have to act like monkeys. Or whenever I want to act like a monkey, I can. Kind of the same. But yeah, I was just unplugging. I'm having fun. Like, I do, just like doing this is fun for me, to getting on here and talking, but I'm not bringing anything. It's just me. It's just me hanging out. You know, I'm having more fun at the theater with Come At Me, a show at 8:30 on Saturday nights. Like, I'm tech, like, without knowing, we made the tech position a character. So now I'm in it. So if you see it on Instagram, you'll see me tags and stuff. It's kind of funny. Like, I appreciate them. They're funny. Like, it's like I never thought about that, because I was just supposed to click and take direction, but then just I don't know. They're just funny clips. They cheer me up a lot. I was gonna share something with y'all. We're all gonna share. Oh, I go soccer loss to Uruguay. Oh no. Nah, I don't pay attention to soccer. Let's see. What was I gonna show you? I had a photo in here. Where's it at? Oh, I don't know what I did with this photo. Oh, it's right here. It's just a whole. Never mind. It's not a photo. It's a whole video. But yeah, I had fun with the Come At Me there. It's great. So they basically, you go to the show. That we have we let you in about 8 minutes in early. You get in. If you want to put your Instagram account, you send it to the IG. It says Come At Me, which is like, I think it's like Come ATX Me, like Come At Me, and then they look through your Instagram and they talk about it. They quiz you, and then they act about it, like improv. It's really funny. A bunch of callbacks. It's the way it's structured. Like, now I'm really like, oh, I'm behind on improv acting. Like, I took the classes, but I need to get on stage, or I'm focusing on hosting right now. But man, yeah, improv is difficult. Like, when you get to see the complexity of improv acting and you understand really how it works, oh, it's different. Film acting is definitely, I've worked a lot at that and worked hard on that one. But stage acting now, I'm going back around, and I'm like, oh, because I want, like, Tránico Fantástico to be a fun show. It doesn't really necessarily have to be focused on me. But this episode 3, I want to have at least 4 videos. We're gonna have 2 stand-ups, and we're gonna have 2 improv sets. So try to get it all in early. I got to write out the show this week, get it to all the people that are gonna be part of it. I don't know. I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be a sold-out crowd. AGBL is out for 3 weeks. We're still out this week. We come back the following week, so I should have been working out. I haven't, but we'll figure it out. Davey, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm doing well. Just, you're catching me at a reset. I had to reset everything. I don't push the table off. I just start taking things off and organizing them, and just don't pick them back up for a minute. But thank you. I'm doing well. Been here talking about trying to get back in shape, because also I'm noticing, since I haven't drank. Yeah, the 23rd of last month of June, I was 1 year hit sober, so I haven't drank in a year. But I'm noticing, because of that, like, I'm looking a little healthier. So I started reaching out to some friends, and I was like, how do you do cosplay? Like, what's cosplay all about? So I'm looking into trying to see what. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm just looking into it because it's cool. I like what do you call it? Nighthawk. So that's always been a cool one of mine. Sorry, Nightwing, Nighthawk, Nightwing, or Johnny Cage. Yeah, but I'm all hairy, so it's different. Still a store. Still, we still got the store. I should just change that to July 1st, but it was June 1st. Whatever. Had to take a break. Still have the store. We're gonna punch it up. Been writing for the store, writing ideas, writing characters. I'm writing a short right now with well, I'm by myself, but I'm writing it inspired by Kevin Smith's Clerks. So I even have this one I've been picking back. I found this one I'm picking back up, and I've talked about it a lot, but I've got stuff too. The Scott Schiaffo's there's a sequel to Scott Schiaffo's I Got Stuff. And I got ideas. I got more ideas for David Lee Madison's. He did Wits End, and I was writing Wits End too, so I'm still working on it. I got some good ideas back from it, but I wanted to share that I also got about this yesterday. It came in. Wolfman's Got Nards. I think this is gonna be my next thing I go for, if I can. I want to go to a convention where the Monster Squad is gonna be there because I'm missing three, 4 signatures. I got one. I hopefully can get. I have one. I think I can get in September. I'm hoping, but there's some actors and Fred Decker. They're going to be at a convention in October, which kind of throws off my plans for other stuff. But I kind of want to get this thing signed too because this is the making of. I mean, this is the bringing the movie back because the movie almost went away, but they brought it back, and I'm a big fan. So it was one of those movies that I'm I'm not really writing a fan film, but I have an idea. Like Pet Shop Boys can fall into Monster Squad world, so I don't know. Just I've had ideas. I look at I put dates on everything, and some of these are 6, 7 years old already, and I'm like the idea hasn't moved or changed. So I just need to get it out. But it's also finding out which medium am I putting it through. Where do I want to get it out? Because 3D is really getting a lot easier nowadays. All right. Hey, man. Seriously, congratulations on sobriety. My father just hit 10 years over the holidays. I'm an alcoholic as well. I haven't been drinking, but when I do, I do. Yeah, I know, dude. I had no, I'm boring. I hate it. I used to be more loosey goosey, and I have to be all responsible now. My image needed to change, and I needed to be a better person. I guess I wasn't a bad drunk. I was just drunk, and I was hiding stuff, and I couldn't hide it anymore. Suppressing shit. But that's good, man. That 10 years sober. Congratulations to your father, because I didn't even realize I'm 40, and I was like, I started drinking at 15. That's 25 years. I'm like, holy crap. So now I got to not drink for 25 years. So I got to reset the clock. So, man, but I'll tell you, it stopped working for, look at that, Freddy Krueger. It stopped working for me, really, man. Like, even when I stopped drinking, like, it was easy. Like, I went, like, the last 2 years, I probably drank like 4, 5 times because I was getting really bad hangovers. But in 2018, or sorry, in 2021, I think I embarrassed myself. And then 2022, I embarrassed myself again. And then I wasn't doing it like just stupid. Just you can't hold a conversation around people. And then I'm in the comedy scene now, and I'm around actors again. And this is the thing I did 20 years ago. I didn't want to bring back. So I just said that's enough. It hindered me back then. I'm not gonna let it do it now. But I met one of my favorite comedians, Dinesh Patel, and I was wasted. I can remember meeting him. I just couldn't think. I was like, a photo selfie. And I have this photo where I'm all like, and he's like, hey. And I met him, and I was just so excited to meet him. But I was like, man, if I was sober, I would have. But technically, if I was sober, I would have never gone inside to this party that I wasn't invited to, but I was able to get in just because of liquid courage. But also, I knew everybody that was working the door and everything. It was weird. I was like, oh, I know these people. But yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate it. Jared, you've been following me. You've been a good person to talk to about stuff, and you're open. I like that. Sorry, I'm not into like the politics stuff, and I'm not into religion, and not into social agenda stuff. But I'm into like conversation about health and life, and I'm also a dad. I keep having to remind people I'm a father, and I turned on for about 9 years. I had the I don't give a shit switch on, and then I turned it off, and I started caring again. And now I care too much, but I'd rather care a lot than not care at all, because that coldness, that symbiote suit is really hard to like wear when you don't want to wear it. When you really want to care and watch people do good, that's me. So, but you got to you got to find your own goals, you know, like I'm finding my own. I'm a big horror fan, but I don't think I recognize those two you showed. Are those 80s and 90s? Which ones? Which ones did I show? Sorry, David. Which ones did I show? Did I just show something right now? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I was on a go. Yeah, dude. Oh, Monster Squad. Yeah, these two movies. All right, check it out. My bad. I had to go. I was going one way. Yeah, these movies are like. So this one was made in 1984, 87, 84. Damn it. Sorry. I'm not gonna. I can't sleep if I mess up and I don't correct this thing. It's 84, I think, or 86. I don't 87. I know 87. All right. So this one was made in 1987, and then I was a kid and I watched it, and then up until like 2016 or something, this one was made because this one almost went away. There's some kind of thing where movies, where if they go too long, they don't get reissued, relicensed. There's a lot of movies that my buddy was trying to show me that he only had on VHS because they weren't making them digital. And I was like, oh, I know those actors. Like, yeah, these movies are so great. So basically what happened was this one was going away. The fans came back, and the people that made the actors from the first one got together. And so Monster Squad is the movie. It's a movie about kids going up against Wolfman and Frankenstein. Yeah, so it's what do you call it? It's basically, this is a cool movie, dude. It's these group of kids called the Monster Squad, and they go up against the Universal monsters, Merman, Mummy, Frankenstein, Dracula, Wolfman, and I'm missing the Wolfman signature. I'm talking. Sorry, I have the Wolfman signature. I don't have the human version of, which is John Kreese, which is Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Excuse me. Whoa. Yeah. All right. Oh gosh. Something got me. Something's in my windpipe. Mm. All right. All right. So yeah, Monster Squad. So like that movie, I mean, if you watch it as a kid, I think it's a beautiful movie. I honestly had like some kind of Mandela effect on it where I thought I had that movie. I had that movie playing in my head until I saw it again. Dude, I was an adult. I saw it when I was a kid. I saw it a few times as a kid. And I saw it again as an adult, and I was like, "Oh God, the movie's a lot shorter and quicker." That's a Fred Decker film with Shane. I think Shane Black helped in it. Predator guys. But yeah, Monster Squad, dude. You got to rewatch it and just kind of. I watch it with my kid cap on, like watch it to the kids. Like if you're a little kid watching that movie, and what would you do if you see Wolfman and Frankenstein? Because you watch it as an adult, you're looking at it too serious, and you got to see the humor behind it. There's a lot of humor inside the seriousness of the movie. But it's not serious, but it's not really a comedy. It's an adventure story. It's. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna. It's Goonies and Halloween. All right, so yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big time fan. As far as my filmmaking career, it took a little pause, a little bump, a little we don't know. It's back on again. It's live. I'm been figuring out where I'm starting, where I'm going, what I'm doing. This other digital stuff is literally for me to try to find an income to support my filmmaking. It's basically, but I went to school for this. I'm like, why wouldn't I apply it? Why wouldn't I? Because it's kind of weird. It's kind of, you can do it if it's there, but you need to have a demand, or you need to figure it out. Jared and I have been figuring out how to content create, because I'm about to show you guys what I can do for what I want to bring in. But this is a good topic. So what we're talking about now is all movies, movie based, and whatever. Been my exposure, where I'm going, what I'm doing. Clerks 3. fan film for sure. And when I say fan film, if you saw Clerks 1, Clerks 2, and you saw Clerks 3, there's so many Easter eggs. It gets better if you watch Clerks 1, Clerks 2, or if you just go in order. If you watch Clerks 1, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, Clerks 2, and then you can even throw a Dogma in there. If you just kind of go through the whole thing, by the time you get to Clerks 3, you appreciate it. If it's a standalone film, if you watch Clerks 3, then you want to be like, because the way it works is Clerks, the way they say it's a film, Clerks 2 is a movie, Clerks 3 is the movie where they make that film, and it's well made. But I've been to Jersey. I got my Wawa's bag here, and when you go see everything and you see all the little just the little just the part where they shoot it, and you walk and you see them, it's beautiful. As in the movie itself, I'm not trying to like divert. It's a good movie, but it has the independent film with a high budget independent film feel to it. Definitely film, but I like it. I mean, I was watching that. I saw that movie 4 times, and the first was I saw it 3 times at the theater. So I went to Red Bank, New Jersey. I thought I got the first screening of the Clerks 3, but I got the second screen because they had one in the afternoon and they had one in noon. They opened a new one. So I went to the second screening of Clerks 3 at the premiere, but everybody was at that one. And man, I couldn't stop crying and having a good time. I was laughing I know like 90% of the people or I've met 90% of the people that were in that film that were on the crew. So it's really cool to see them in it, and it inspired me to bring me back into filmmaking. Kevin Smith movies, Scott Schiaffel, just me and Scott, me and Brian O'Halloran and Mary Gligliotti, which I do have. Like I keep holding out on this. I'm just, it's holding me back. I got to get it out there. And I've been talking about it for months, maybe years now. Years, Jerry. But, I met them, and they opened up my whole world to getting back into filmmaking. I mean, look, I'm still drinking back then. Look at me now. But yeah, no, this is the screenplay of Clerks 3. So I like reading this. I read this a lot, but I saw Clerks in Red Bank, then I saw it in Austin, I saw it in San Antonio. I went to all 3, and I did the Q&A in Austin and San Antonio, which I was like, I fanboyed at both of them. But just because you could doesn't mean you should, but there's only going to be one time to do it, so just do it. But I want to say all 3 times I got a different viewing. Even when I watched it for the 4th time at home, I was like, man, I didn't really understand the movie until I watched it because I had just so much invested in it emotionally. But when I watched it the 3rd time or the 4th time, I was like, oh, yes. Here we go. Here's the movie version of it for me. I loved it. It's a good movie. Brian O'Halloran's a great actor by far. Dude, you get a lot of Randall, like a lot of Jeff Anderson, but you get a lot of Dante too, and you get this. He's still, as you process things. But man, if you're a filmmaker, you're gonna love that movie. If you're in a band or if you're independent, you're gonna love that movie because it's really like how Kevin Smith made the movie. And now it's like it's meta because it's him making the movie, making fun of himself making the movie, and he does a good job. So if you need inspiration as a filmmaker, I say watch Kevin Smith collection, as I have here. I have a Kevin Smith collection. Actually, I accidentally have like 4 versions of, or maybe I know for sure 3, but I think I have a 4th one of Mallrats. So yeah, I kind of just been like, oh, we can't have enough, so I just keep buying them or whatever. But yeah, no, I have this and I have Clerks 2. I have the signatures for Clerks 2. I've met these cats a lot. They got Chronic Con coming up in October. Nice. So I'm making a film, and the ultimate goal. Okay, so is making a film the ultimate goal? Let's say funding and all that stuff wasn't an issue. What kind of genre of film would you make and direct? Oh, no, I don't have like an ultimate goal because I'm just I've been filmmaking since I was a kid, and I'm just taking it serious now, and I want to do it it's my career, right? But right now we're gonna start off with short independent style films, starting probably in about 2 or 3 weeks. I'm gonna work up the way I have the CJU is what I'm calling it. Is we're gonna start because I need to get my legs wet again. Electronico Fantastico is gonna be July 27th. I got 4 sketches I'm gonna do with that, so that's gonna be a good reminder to get back into it. I'm working on a short called "A True Inconvenience," inspired by it's sadly inspired by a real movie. Is the tagline, or it's seriously inspired by a real movie. And I'll be talking about that one soon. And then, but if I were to pick one Tacos Burritos is the one that people I talk about. I tell people and they want to watch that movie, and that's a horror movie. I want to say it's a satire horror comedy movie. I think it's probably about 96 minutes long, maybe 98 minutes. And the reason I want to I would focus on that one because it has a sequel already, and I have like a trilogy on that one I'm working on. But I like sci-fi a lot. I have a movie called The Meaning Without. That's a good one. Missing Sombrero is a mistaken identity movie. So a lot of comedies I'd like to start off with, get back into it. Even like I missed the last 2 weeks of stand up, but it was more for me to what do you call it, to just take a break and not get back on it because I was just going up there and bombing and I didn't like that. 30 years, yeah, Clerks is done. Unfortunately, Red State, which I adore, was the last Kevin Smith film I liked. Yeah, you know what, man? Like people, and that's what I'm finding out. We age at different times in our lives and different things. So I never cut off a filmmaker, or I never say something. I'm always like, all right, let me see where I'm at in my life, or where I go. Because I watched Kevin Smith movies when I was a kid. I was that's why I'm like I love him as an adult because I understood it as a kid. I didn't get it, but I understood it. And I got older, and I was like, oh, I just started figuring things out. But I mean, people like Red State. I haven't seen Red State. That's one of Kevin Smith I haven't seen. I've seen Yoga Hosers. He makes fun of that movie a lot. I'm the guy that made Yoga Hosers. Come on, hey. You know, I haven't really been following him as of late because I've just been working on my own stuff. But I've got to send him something. I want to, if I could right now, no budget, and you give me an independent, like I'm gonna say, let's say you give me a little budget where I can hire at least I can get a good video crew, audio crew, and I can get 3 B subpar actresses. Yeah, I would probably do something along the lines of like another brown gentleman, M. Night Shyamalan, but write myself in more as a lead because a lot of these guys like Robert Rodriguez, M. Night Shyamalan, Kevin Smith, because Kevin Smith is an actor, but the other ones were more filmmakers and they don't really do acting, which M. Night Shyamalan has been giving himself more and more roles. I'm an actor that's a writer, that's a filmmaker, so I already want to be part of the thing. Yeah, no, I'm not saying hate it, but you know what I mean. Like some people are like, I saw it, but at least you saw it. Some people won't even watch it. Oh right, Tusk after Red State. I was like that one. Yeah, I mean, it depends, man. Like that's what I like though. I like like people that move around. I mean, I guess that's why ¿cómo se llama? What's the guy's name? The Joker, um, Hangover, Todd Phillips. That guy, like he can do different varieties and stuff. I like that. I mean, but I just recently binged the Indiana Jones movies, so I want to work my way up to there. Like, give me 12 years, give me 15 years, starting already this year. I want to every March. It's my birthday, so you know, starting now, like we can work forward to get to like when I'm 50, what we're working at. Sounds funny, but years just go like this, man. Time just goes like this. So I'm looking at it now, 50 when I'm 55. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we making? Voice acting is something I'm hitting right now, and it's I'm just dabbing into it. I'm about to jump in full scale assault launch on it, but I need to get it in my schedule. And that's what the Patreon is also going to be for when I do practices and stuff. It's more like that. So you really want to you could talk to me about that stuff when there, but YouTube, you wouldn't be able to, unless you're on the show tonight, you have a specific question and I want to answer it. It's going to come here. But, Jane said that Bob Strike Back and Dogma was peak. Yeah, it's because Clerks wasn't supposed to be what it was. They loved it. So it came out right. That Chasing Amy, Mallrats, Dogma, that little sweet spot. Kevin Smith was really learning how to filmmake, man. He was putting a lot into it. Even now with Clerks 3, they were shooting and he was editing the movie while you're shooting it. Like, that's insane. Like that's like, you know what I mean? Like, I would say watch Clerks. So you can watch Clerks 3 and you can watch Clerks in any order: 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. And it's just because it's a universe. That's what I like about it. The view skew. The view skew has the RST video store, which I now have. My Manic Movies video home store. We're gonna home videos. We're gonna store videos there. A lot of this stuff has just been me conditioning and practicing, and now that I've been recording, I've done stuff. I'm just getting more comfortable and just also like the conventions. I've kind of my addiction for that. It's kind of taken a toll on me a little bit. and I need to chill out because I want to be on the other side, and I can only get there by working on this side and showing it. And every time I go to a convention, I just fanboy out. I mean, I think I owe like I have like what I've been to 5 Texas Frightmares. I only posted one picture. I mean, one photos, and that's I have 4. I have 4 Texas Frightmares I haven't posted. 4. That's a lot of photos. I have like 9 to 11 conventions I haven't posted. Like, I'm there or I've taken a poster here, but I need to like, this is what I do. And I don't do this for clout or for attention. It's just what I do. And now I'm getting older and I'm looking at it as like, dude, I've been doing this for minutes. This is what I want to do with this. What I want to do. Like, this was at Dallas Fan Expo. Wayne Knight, Dennis Nedry, didn't say the magic word. Got me a Marissa Tomei. About time I got Rose McGowan. This was funny. Look at how awkward I am. And also, if we didn't notice, I don't like touch. So it always comes out weird. But what happened was the photographer wasn't ready. And they go, all right, get ready. And I got to sit up. And we were like in a pose for 10 seconds. It felt so awkward. So she said, all right, let's just take a break. So we took a break. And they go, okay, we're ready. And as I got up to like get position, she just grabbed me and said, come here, let's go. So I was number 1. I didn't mean to be number 1 with the most Rose McGowan, but I think when the lines moved around, they're like, well, you get here now. And I was like, okay, now you're number 1. So I was the first one. It's always weird when you're the first one. I always feel. And then Adam Savage, be obsessed. It was cool meeting him, talking to him. I didn't get to talk to him for too long, but it was there. And also, I got the extra signatures, Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, with my name on it. So that's always fun, But there's stuff like that, like, man, I don't know. Okay, let's do simple math. I've been going since 2019. I have 35 to 45. Not counting the small ones. I've gone to a ton of small ones. I've gone to about maybe 35 since in the last 4 years, 5 years. Yeah, I do probably 9 a year. Maybe 9 a year. I'm total. That's the little ones. But the main ones, there's about 4 or 5. So I do, like this year, I've already done Texas Frightmare and Dallas Fan Expo. I have scheduled Greater Austin Comic Con, Big Texas Comic Con, and I think it's GalaxyCon or whatever, the one clean. But there's 3 other ones that I want to fly to or go to. So that would be like 8 or 9. Yeah, I do quite a few, and they do pop up. I've thrown one. The Alan Danziger's Chainsaw Jerry's Horror Fans for Healing, like help them out. Yeah, I miss hanging out with that guy. That guy was cool. But like I have to put my feet down and I have to work on my own ideas and stuff. Can't go wrong with Rose McGowan, not just hot, but cool personality from all my accounts. She's got I didn't talk to her too much, but she's got a cool like energy to her. Like, don't mess with me, but I like a rose, like an actual fucking rose. Like she's got thorns, which is beautiful. Whoa, 9. Yeah, dude. I'm an addict, man. I found out. It's where I've been putting my addiction. I'm open about talking about it now, but it's a good healthy addiction, I believe. I'm not drinking, I'm not doing drugs, I'm not out late. I mean, we do party. I did party at Texas Frightmare. That's the whole thing, but I don't drink. I didn't drink this year. So just hanging out, getting to stay out late. Texas, if it's in Texas, I could drive to it. There's some like Corpus and in the Valley, but I haven't gone to those yet. But like when I was in Vegas, I went to one. I was in Vegas. There was a small convention there, so I went to that one. As a tattoo parlor. I've been to Rhode Island. I go to Colorado. Oh, Colorado Springs Comic Con. I'm trying to go this year. It is scheduled. We are scheduled, but I haven't bought the tickets yet. So we'll see. But Colorado Springs Comic Con is one of my favorite Comic Cons, actually. It's small. It's intimate. It's Colorado. It's a recreational state. Man, if you get a chance, that one's cool because it's small. Like, you get to hang out with your celeb for a long time, and they go to the karaoke thing at night and you get to hang out and it's fun. It's fun. But yeah, conventions are a thing I do. I've been doing them for a minute, but now I would like to see what I can do with them. I tried to get the video store up and running so I can put it in there, but it wasn't. I'm moving a little too not. I'm moving at my pace, and I need to collect things so we can talk about them. Oh, you're gonna like this one. Check this one out, Davey. Joe Dante. Lin Shay. Texas Frightmare is my favorite one because I can clean up. Aaron Green. Oh, sorry, Adam Green. God, I keep on Aaron Green. I got the whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre, my boy Rudy in there. I gotta go get that signed. David Arquette. Look at David Arquette. Yeah, I got it good. All this is Serena Vincent. She's in the horror convention and the sci-fi convention, so she's a. Oh yeah, Sean Cunningham. I still owe this guy a movie, so I got to make a movie soon. But I want to make a good independent horror movie, and if it comes out cheesy, it comes out cheesy. But I will do it. I'll make it because I want. I'm salivating. I'm ready. I got to show you, but show and tell, not show biz, not show talk. And I've been streaming, so I've been putting a lot of talking, and I've been doing stand up, so it's a lot of talking involved. I can see how that would take a toll. You got to tell yourself that it's going to be good of the. Sorry, you just got to tell yourself that it's for the good of the world. Mankind depends on you go into these cons. I know, right? I do. They do depend on me. I'm going to help. Conventions are healing, are places you go to heal. They're only a weekend, maybe. You forget about San Diego Comic-Con. That's some kind of mecca thing. But a convention, you're going to go and you're going to talk about the things that you love. I don't talk about politics. We don't talk about them there. I mean, you can, I guess. I don't. You know, talk about maybe what inspires you, what motivates you in movies that when you watch them, you're like, oh, because now I'll watch like, quote unquote, the dumb stuff. Like, I didn't realize that people call Beavis and Butthead dumb, but I watched that and I loved it. But nowadays I'm watching like modern version of what you would think Beavis and Butthead would be like in the 90s. And it would people were kind of like, oh, it's kind of dumb, but it's not dumb. But yeah. No, I don't think, let's find out. I don't think Joe Dante did American Werewolf. Did he? His top 3 are, I know it's like Gremlins. Oh, he's got what, Inner Space, Small Soldiers, The Howling. He's The Howling. Yeah, so he did a horror movie, but he was The Howling, and that's a great movie too, by the way. The Howling, 1981, rated R, 1 hour 31 minutes, horror. After a bizarre near-deadly encounter with a serial killer, a television newswoman is sent to a remote mountain resort whose residents may not be what they seem. Director Joe Dante. Writers Gary Brandner, John Salis, and Terrence H. Winkless. Stars Dee Wallace, Patrick McNeese, and Dennis Dugan. Oh, everybody's always got a horror movie, Hell yeah, David Arquette. Dude, he actually got back. He got into real wrestling. He was actually not like he got into wrestling though. So yeah, Arquette, bring it. You got a lot of glare coming off that dome of yours. But we'll be leaving the show tonight. I've been doing some pretty cool stuff. I like doing, like going to like a thrift store, vintage store, half price books, a Goodwill. But half price books is the main thing I like because they're very organized. But look what I have here. Every Sports Picks from 1967. Now, this is just a Sports Illustrated magazine. Yeah, April 1st, 1974. So this is about 10 years before I was born. And the great late Bill Walton is in there. Throw it down, big man. He just passed away, and he's in this book. Luau Cinder's in this book, not Akeem Abdul-Jabbar. You start reading these old articles, and it's like George Dickel. It's funny, man. I have a George Dickel story about this, like a whiskey when I worked at a bar. and it's just not a good story. But it's not even worth saying. But it's just remember that always. Oh no, it tore. But this is old. I got to take care of this. This is old. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Tore it on life. But just kind of like read these articles. I want to kind of see what they talked about back then. See what it goes. This is 50 years old. A lot of stuff repeats itself. So I just thought I'd find some articles interesting. Like I got this Man magazine for humor. This one is from what year are we looking at? October 81. So this was 10 years later. So, so everything, also like a lot of things they talk about too are like before. So this is 81. So we're talking about stuff from the 70s. So, the Superman sketch. Also got this one. I completely forgot that Leonard Nimoy directed was the third Star Trek movie. So, and I've met Billy D. Williams. He's older, but it's cool. Just took a photo with him. Didn't really talk to him. Talked to his son a little bit longer. His son was pretty cool about the conversation. But this is so cool. Like for a video store, I need things to talk about, and I got to create content, right? So as I look at all this stuff, I just realized, man, Star Wars has been around for this long, and we still kind of talk about it like it was relevant. Now, I mean, this like stuff, right? Like it's just not. It's going, and I love it. But I want to see a lot of this stuff. I want to get a little glimpse of this, and I understand why my friend Mark from check him out on Instagram, 1970 horror movies. Why he just stayed in a decade of movies, and he opened up my eyes about this. He opened up about a lot of this stuff. So, I'm like learning a lot about him, and just learning about the things he likes. So, putting my ideas together, getting all going. I don't have an issue with making movies. It's what am I going to make, and it's the trust I have with certain people I can work with. But now I'm pretty lured up in my head, and I feel confident enough to like at least I've got a project to an end, even if it's not the best. Just keep going. It's just like working out. It's just like getting better at basketball. It's just like everything you do where you need practice. You need to get better, so you have to put the time in. And it's just one of those things where people can see you in real life. Where you're at, where you're going. I got a million ideas. I don't have any issues with that. It's trying to make them make sense and having an enjoyable time and having fun. But yeah, I'm already hitting an hour. So as we know, I can talk, and if I get a little interaction, we can go for a couple hours. But this is fun. I've taught myself how to stream. This is one thing I have taught. I know I can do this. I can set up anywhere. I'm still trying to figure out how to get like a mobile hotspot so I can literally stream from anywhere. That'd be my goal. That'd be like an end goal kind of thing. Not an end goal, but ultimate goal would be like that dude's in a bubble. He can stream anywhere. Like I like that kind of feeling. Movie wise, just keep making stuff. Make stuff for my kid. Get good enough so when my kid's like at high school, I can put him in movies. He likes acting. He's me. So I just not changing the road for him, but showing him how to ride the road. But at the same time, looking at things that we can do together where we can be friends and father, son, and also like he's me. Like he likes the things I like. He's also his mother, so he's got a lot of confidence and a lot of he's super stubborn from like just him, for me and both of us, but he's we were out there on the beach and he was terrified to go in the water, and so am I, but I had to show he wanted the boogie board, and I saw that he wanted to do it, so I had to basically do everything for him, but get him on that board, and once the wave would take him, he could take it. He would just go, man. And one time we got him way real far, and I let him take him. I took him all the way back to the shore, and man, I was like, I'm terrified of water, so I had to step it up and do it for him. But at the same time, it was low tide at certain parts, but it wasn't too it's scary. Now I'm feeling the water. I remember one part I was like, okay, this is too much. So I was like, all right, let's go back. But because the ocean's alive, I feel like it'll just grab you too. You never know what's in there. But I'm learning. I can't let something that traumatized me when I was a kid on the beach affect me as an adult, because I don't want my kid to not go through that. If he wants to go boogie board, I want him, but he doesn't. It's like me. We both tip our toes in and walk out. But I had to feel like that was a big thing for me, because I had been years since I've gone on the ocean, like actually gone into the ocean. But he was. I don't want to push him too far. I don't want him going too deep. I don't want him to get lost. I don't want to go out to shore or see. I don't want to do it either. So we'll have fun. We'll take risks and other things, but just little things like that. And those are, and I was getting through my phone, and I was looking at all these old photos, or just photos that passed, and for that were like 10 years old, 11 years, and then it's time's passing, but I'm happy that I'm in those photos. I'm the one taking those photos. I'm the one shooting those videos. Like it's my life. It's my little time with them. So that's the main favorite thing is being dad. But at a certain point, the city will devour me if I don't keep up with it. And I'm learning that I have to I enjoy what I'm doing, but I'm learning that it's a lot of responsibility and a lot of preparation. So just do it. Just have fun, but do it, responsibly and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go in about a minute or two. I do have now my featured wall now, my dom wall when you walk in to the shed. It's freaking hot in here. Oh, sorry. I have a thing on. All right, there you go. Sorry, that's something playing in the background. It went off. But yeah, so got my little. This kind of like my movie collection here, my video store part. But I got this is actually Peter Cullen, Frank Welker, and I'm right here. So I got that photo up there. I still would like to get that signed. So if I could ever find them, I'll go to them again and I'll get that signed. I thought this was gonna be the photo we're gonna take, and then when you do the meet and greet, but no, it was a selfie, which I do have. And wait, do I have it here? So I gotta show it off, There it is. See, yeah, the selfie, which is great, but I wanted the portrait, the one here. So it's all right. If they're in Chicago in August, so like I can make some money, we can hustle. But it's all right. There's also there's a lot of things going on. But the cons I gotta understand the cons are what have got me this far. Have got me to see these things that I would never have seen without making an attempt, without trying, doing a little risk. Um, I gotta say, just from being a fan, I've seen it from this point of view. So now I feel like now I'm going to the other point of view. Like I feel like because it was also like I feel like I was just like I could make everything, but I want everything to have a purpose. I don't want to just make something, just to say. So now I feel like I know where I connect myself. I know I've written a lot of stuff about my trauma, so it's a lot of stuff that lives in there. I never thought about Lifetime movies, but I've slowly been having little ideas where this would be a great Lifetime movie, and I've been kind of writing ideas like that, and I'm kind of like, why am I doing that? But I'm just going with it. But also too, it all wouldn't have started without the Bruce Campbell Shrine. There's all the whole. I can't see it right here, but it's Bruce Campbell, the Bruce Campbell Shrine. The topic of mental health. There's not enough of that. What are you doing here is great. I hope more people discover your channel, man. Yeah, I mean, this is all mental health. I'm showing more than I'm talking because I believe actions speak louder than words. But yeah, coming back, you'll notice that there's certain things I say I don't do, or certain things I've just done. There's certain things so it's learning how to piece everything together. Also, man, I went through this whole thing with streaming. Jared was with me every day, streaming every day till I get a new job or I get more subs. I only got like 6 subs, but it's all right. August, but what do you call it? Yeah, I like that. But mental health is like this is also what the Patreon too. I want to be able to show you what I'm doing for mental health, and when I can show you behind the scenes, I could talk more. But in YouTube, I will just probably show you like exercises and whatnot. If anybody has any, like mental health isn't like, hey, my so and so just passed away. What do I do? A conversation. It'd be more of like, hey, so and so passed away a year ago. I've been processing it like multiple ways. I don't know how to process it, but I see this movie and it makes me remind me of them. Can we talk about it? I'm like, yeah. What is the thing you love about that movie? That's the healing process. That's all that. That's where that all comes into. Self-care. I'm all about self-care. I'm boring, dude. This is the boring guy show. He likes to think before he goes. He wants to make sure everything's real. Like I think about stuff like that. Like it's boring watching a guy talk about the things he wants to do or things he's doing. But it's meant. What I'm trying to show you is that if you really like, once you really get to know this person, the things that got me here I didn't know I shouldn't be this far in the video game. I shouldn't be this far in life. But just by just doing certain things, putting myself in certain positions, losing a lot of things, learning how to cope with things, heal, process, going back to my childhood, figuring that out. Like it's a lot of things. I'm an open book too, for the most part. If you want to ask me anything while we're on here, we can talk about it. Mental health to me is, man, it's important. It's like breathing. It's a workout. It's chest, it's thighs, it's back, it's quads, it's calves, it's everything, because that's what controls it, right? I got into it by accident, and then I just submerged myself more into it. It wasn't called mental health back then, but I was on paper for about 7 years, and it was just from a DWI I got when I was real young, and I just kept being honest and messing up, and they kept extending it. So the last like 3 years was nothing. Actually, but the first like 4 years were rough because they were tough on me, and I had to do this whole thing about like rehabilitation and all that stuff. I just started listening to the little programs they had. They're just dumb little programs, but started working. And then I started, whenever I got off that, I started going to, while I was on paper, I started going to counseling. And then I started doing coaching. And then I started doing just 2 years of that and just working on myself, believing in myself. It was more my environment is what sucks. Is like, that's the sad part about all this. That's what makes me depressed the most these days. That my environment, the people, my family I grew up with, or the school I went to, like, God, it's like nothing changes. It's just like the low expectations, what people believe in, and it's just I was always around that, and I never wanted to turn my back on it. I never want to seem I was better than anybody, but it's just like I don't want to think like that. But sometimes I'm just like I'm not about that life, about getting drunk and fighting. I'm not about that. Who's doing what? Okay, kid. I'm like it's a weird. I'm also Hispanic, so I have to do a lot of Hispanic shit. So like all that stuff adds up, and you're being told off in English and Spanish both as a double blade sword. But you learn to live with it. You learn to figure your own things out. You learn to believe in yourself, and it's all. I mean, it's also I'm finding out this thing. It's the worst thing, but you have to go to the virus to find a cure, because the internet is a waste of time sometimes, but it's also you can use it as a tool to motivate, inspire. That's what I'm here for. Let me recommend a show to you. It's called The Leftovers. Changed the way I thought of things and helped me during one of the lowest points. I have been told about this show. Let me write that down, just so I don't forget, my friend. Okay, The Leftovers. Yeah, stuff like that. Also, I'm writing. I got a friend, or I got another comic that wants to write, and I have to reach out with him. I told him I reach out to him, but I have two web series shows we're gonna do. One's called Taco Nation, anything but tacos, and then the other one is called My Manic Mondayz, the video store show, or the show. We're gonna do the show on that, so you'll see a lot of not really just it'll be more day-to-day life, slice of life stuff, but there'll be some mental health in there. But I think it's also like the Jason David Frank interview. I've been bringing that up a lot because it is a part of me now. I've used that as my inspiration. When I interviewed him, he said, You want to learn a habit, do something for 21 days, you'll learn it, you'll do it." Yeah, I do that a lot. I've been doing that a lot for a lot of things. This is like the fifth or sixth time now I've done it. So I did it with the streaming, and just to show y'all that you can do it. So there's certain things that I show y'all, or whoever's watching, just because if my son ever comes back and finds this, and this is as far as I ever get, I need to at least let him know that there's breadcrumbs here that daddy left, so you can watch out, very similar. So, be careful with certain things, but learn about them. Don't shun people that don't know about them or trying to push them on your face. Just, you're in control of your body. You're in control of your words. You're in control of you, you know? But yeah, like I think and that's another thing. I was writing my comedy, my stand-up, the first, like, I've been doing it for 5 months now. The first month or so, even back then, last year when I was writing, was sad and depressing. And it's funny to be haha, that's effed up, but it's like, ouch, where are you writing that from? Oh, something really did to me. Oh, that's from here. Like, oh, so I've been holding on to it by accident, not by accident, just been holding on to it. So I'm learning to peel off this sadness and whatnot, but it's gonna come real ugly at first. So I got to get it out. So that's why I've been doing really bad on stand up, just to get all that nasty shit out. Cause I'm tired of just holding on to that stuff for years. I can, like I said to somebody, I told Clay the other day when we were talking at the theater, I go, I can manipulate, deceive, lie on a movie, podcast, stream. You can do whatever. You can wear makeup. You have a background, green screen. You can do whatever you want. You get on that damn stage to do improv. You get on that damn stage to do comedy. One man act, freedom of speech. Nah, you can't lie. It's gonna it. You can tell jokes that lie. You can pretend to be somebody, but we do know after a while it will rip you apart. It's too true. And I had to be honest with myself when I got to that stage in my life where I was like, I want to do stand-up comedy. I don't know how to do it. Let me learn. So I've been doing that. So this is what I want to do. I'm not gonna say I want to be famous, or I just want to say this is something that's like a hobby for me. This is another mental health thing I like to do. I do open public speaking. I do open mics. I do stand-up comedy because it helps me self-express. Because I grew up very like close-minded. I'll just call it Catholic. I'm not even Catholic, but that's all the environment I was. But I'll say, and I don't want to shit on too many people, but it's just that environment that it's a lot of judging, a lot of shunning. Like, oh, you're not like this. Oh, no. It's just, and now we're older. I'm like, look at the outcome so far this way. Like, stop. And that's just, I don't know. I was always told not to do things, and I did them anyways. And then they still tell me I wasn't, whatever. So just do what you got to do, and have fun. And it's not gonna be fun. That's why I say it. It's not, when you want to do what you want to do. It's not fun. It's hard. It's challenging. Showing up every day and doing it. I've had to drop a lot of things to the side because I have to focus on a few things so I can make sure the podcast is going. Because Ty's putting a lot of time in with me, so I'm putting a lot of time with him. So I want to make sure we get things done. I want to make sure we go. I mean, I'm watching Drop Dead Fred. I saw the new Ghostbusters movie. They're trying. It got better. I saw Freddy Got Fingered. I'm asking quite a few movies. This morning I started watching Mask, the cartoon show from 1987. It was just available, so I was like, I'm gonna put this on for the first episode. It was like season 1, 87 episodes. I was like, oh shit. But I don't know. I like animation a lot. Like, I'm trying to figure out, once I start getting my little ball rolling, we'll do the avalanche or snowball effect and see where we can go. But yeah, the mental health, movies and mental health, right? So I saw this, something like this. Saw Freddy Got Fingered. Jared was talking about he brought up that English Bobby scene that I said something that reminded him of that. But when I went back to watch that movie, like that English Bobby, that Tom Green, Michael Anthony Hall scene where they talk and he shows them his sketches, like they're good sketches, but they don't lead anywhere. They don't have anything. I think that's what really pissed me off about myself is I can draw, I can write, I can do that, but I haven't led anywhere. I don't have anything. It's not. So that's what really got me. I just have these shitty drawings that I'm trying to show off and I can't do anything. So let's go. And so you see Tom Green go through this whole process of him trying to figure out how to be an artiste and how to do that, And when I tell people I saw Freddy Got Fingered, people laugh and they go, "Daddy, would you like some sausage? Daddy, would you like some sausages?" And that's that whole scene. He's being inspired. You have to be the animal. So watching that that's where the mental health for me. I'm like, as I was saying, I said on the podcast not so long ago, I was like watching that and I was like, is Tom Green really ahead? Like, it feels like he's ahead of his time. Like, he's seeing what like a modern day children act or adult children act like, or it was people were like this back then and he just happened to just mimic what he was seeing, but nobody talks about it, right? But to me, that's just like, all right, well, this is a movie that he made and it's an inspiring movie, and now it's my turn to really be out there. And but also this was like a side quest I went on. I went on a long side quest, but I'm happy I can find you. I had to do this because then it would just be like CJ Robles, the actor, filmmaker, and then you never get to know him. You never get to know, maybe that's the mystique and people want to know, but then I feel like at a certain point, people feel like you're full of yourself or you're full of shit or something. And here I feel like I'm already 40s. I'm already older. Two, like I have nothing to hide. I have nothing, like, it's just, it's more for me, this show, so I can, if you want to reach out, great. That's why interactive vlog. So the more I was also been taking notes on what I'm talking about and doing. We figured that out with the streaming every day. It's got to lead somewhere. You can't just jump on the ride. You got to take it somewhere, or you're just gonna be stacking up. You got to stack to the side and move around, and you just figure that out by doing it. If I was 13 with the technology we had now, or maybe even 8 or 9, because I started playing games younger, like I would probably have a streaming show. I would probably technically be doing this like that, but I'd be playing video games all day because I have no parent guidance or guardians or anything. I would be alone. You'd see a little boy by himself all the time. So it'd be kind of like, oh, what the hell? But at the same time, as I'm older now, I'm like I have a little boy, so I can't be on here all the time. But when I'm on here, I want to have quality. I want to have a good time. I want to hang out. That's why I also want to do the Patreon thing. But we'll see. I've been working on it. I've been hitting it little by little. But like I said, you have to pay to be on it because you have to pay for Vimeo. I'm not going to pay for the basic because it's not going to be able to store enough. But maybe I could pay for the basic till I move up. We'll see. Because also StreamYard, I could do a lot now. StreamYard's starting off a little bit more than what I'm currently on. But all right, I gotta go. I didn't mean to go this long. Thank you for hanging out with me. We'll start again next week. I will have a foundation of my next short I'm working on, so I'll share that with y'all because I already put it down. So I'll just put it together. I'm working on the Scott's storyboard still. I wanted like that. I'm working backtrack a little bit, so I'm doing 2 things at once, but just 2 things. That's it, nothing more. I got a new mic for the podcasting, so my audio is really bad on the first few episodes because I'm learning how to do it. But now I have new mics, not the best mics, I just got for what our budget, what I could afford. But I'm hoping by the end of the year I'll be able to get 3 solid mics, and we'll have I got to spend more time in the Pflugerville studio, but getting it set up. Like I said, Ty's still on fish tank, so we'll see when he gets back. And yeah. We have some more episodes coming up. I got to edit some episodes tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. We'll see what other movies. I was gonna watch License, though, If Looks Could Kill with Richard Grieco, but I was watching it, and I guess the month changed, so it went away, and I didn't finish watching it. I've seen it a long time ago, but I just always thought it was a cool little spy movie, and it's kind of what I'm into right now. Just kind of like cool movies. It was Fred Dekker movie too, so I've been watching a little bit of Fred Dekker, just because the Monster Squad and everything. But yeah. All right, brother. So I'll do this. Yeah, I don't know if I like streaming during the day and in the morning. I can't stream in the morning too much because I don't have enough time. Or if not, I'd be like at 6:30, 7 in the morning. But if I stream in the afternoon, I'll let y'all know. I actually have a meeting tomorrow in North Austin. Actually, oh yeah, let me tell y'all this. I have a job prospect, not like somebody needs. There's a comedy club that needs someone to do their streaming and their podcasting. So I'm meeting with them tomorrow, and we're gonna see where it goes. So, but I very like the person I'm working with, talking to. It seems real simple. It seems real easy. It's like, all right, it's like a layup dunk. Like, don't even just go with this. These guys are gonna be cool. So through comedy, I'm using my film background and my and my streaming and now podcasting abilities. But we'll see. And thank you, David. Thank you for hanging out. Jared, thank you for hanging out. And the other 2 or 3, 4 people that were here hanging out with me. I'll see y'all later. I got to go get some bed.